Mari-mari cik adik,
Mari-mari cik abang,
mari kita berdendang si pinang muda. Mari-mari cik adik,
mari-mari cik abang,
menyanyilah,
menarilah
sila pinang muda, hai sila pinang muda, hai sila pinang muda. Hai. Mari-mari cik adik,
Mari-mari cik abang,
mari kita berdendang.
Selamat pagi semua.
Mari-mari cik adik,
mari-mari cik abang,
menyanyilah,
menarilah
sila pinang muda, hai sila pinang muda.
We give a few more minutes for our friends to come in and then we can start our lesson for today.
Hoi, payung lah payung, agak tipang payung. Payung sutera nak raja muda. Alah tolonglah tolong, encik abang tolong. Janganlah marah pada Adina. Daun mengkudu bercabanglah cabang, tempat temasya semut kerengga hatiku rindu. Oh, kepadalah abang, menunggu masa serumah tangga. Hoi, lah payung, agak tipang payung. Payung sutera nak raja muda.
Yang mana satu Pak Belalang? Orangnya tua kah atau muda kah?
Orangnya tua, Tuan Putri. Dah kerepot pun. Janggutnya panjang sampai ke lutut. Kalau dengan Tuan Putri, memang tak layak. Tapi kalau dengan Patih, macam pinang di bulan 2, Tuan Putri.
Hoi, batanglah padi si batang pinang, pohonlah lada buahnya jara kalaulah sudi. Oh, lekaslah di pinang, sebelah indah diambil orang. Hoi, payunglah payung, ada tipang payung.
Okay, good morning everyone. Selamat pagi semua. Apa khabar? We have 56 in the room. I would like to share my screen first before we start our lesson today, which is wang dalam bahasa Melayu. I would like to remind you about your group assignment. Okay, thank you, Filafi. Kabar baik. Why my Uh, hmm. Hmm. Kenapa kena confuse? We have 54. Room. One more minute. I will share my screen. Can you see my screen? I think you can.
Yes.
Okay,
No.
gila. Not yet. Okay, now can. Okay, so this is your module site, right? Times for Bahasa Melayu Komunikasi 2. So, my internet so slow today. Okay, when you go down here, you will see butiran khusus, modul details, correct? Okay, so still loading. Okay, okay. So when you go here, you can see summary of MPU 3143 Bahasa Melayu Komunikasi 2. You click on it and it will bring you to another PDF file. Okay. So the PDF file actually is about your assignment. So here is your assignment for MPU 3143. Okay. Because I just want to remind about your role play, which is oral test first. Oral test, I will provide you a time slot by next week. Not by next week, by this week. Maybe by Friday or before that, or on Thursday. So you can choose your own slot, which time that you want to do for your oral test. So what's going to be for your oral test? So during oral test, it will include topics that we already learned from week 2 until week 3. Okay, so we did learn about vowel, we did learn about money, we did learn about, for today we're going to learn about today is money. Last week we learned about number. So the topic that you will learn is, topic that you will do for your oral test is something that you already learned. Okay, so I will prepare one slide. I will show to you a slide with number. It's either 1, 2, 3, okay, from 1 until 10 or more than that. So you choose one slide and then you need to inform me the slide, the number in Bahasa Melayu, and then I will reveal what is the question behind it. Okay. For example, like we show about number. We show about number and then I will ask you to change the number from a number into a sentence. So you need to let me know what is the correct pronunciation for the number in Bahasa Melayu based on the number on your screen. Okay. So any tips how to prepare for oral test? Yeah, everything that you learn about vowel, consonant, diphthong, consonant cluster. You did learn about number, how to change from number to sentence, how to change from sentence to number, right? So you need to just tell the number with the correct pronunciation. So money, for example, I give topic about, this slide is about money. So put RM 126. So what is 126 in Bahasa Melayu? How we need to pronounce in a word. Okay. So that's all. You don't need to do any short essay or anything because if you do that, normally you will memorize. So what it's going to be is I will, based on number that you choose, I will, your friends. Okay, from the number that you choose from the slide, I will reveal what is the content. For example, the content is about money. So I put there RM 229 ringgit 30 sen. So you need to pronounce it in a correct word in Bahasa Melayu. Okay. And the next thing is going to be some random question based on the things that you learn. For example, like greetings. Okay. Because on Friday, you will learn about greetings. For example, like I ask you, what is the greeting for this time and this time? Something like that. That one is more on, not on slide, but I will ask you on the spot. Okay. Okay, any question about the oral test? I hope you clear about the oral test. So I will provide you one slot around 5 minutes for each. And then together with the Zoom link. And Zoom link is going to be same with others. Okay, so you just come in based on your time slot. No need to come outside of your time slot. So for example that you choose 10 minutes. So you need to come 10 minutes. Okay. Then role play. So role play is a group. Maximum 3 students for each group. So everybody need to play your role for the role play. If you, we have a 5 because the group is quite big. We have around 80 students. So that's why one group will have 5 and also one group we have 4. Okay. So sorry, the arrangement is 5 or 4. Minimum is 4, maximum is 5. So for the role play, you do script based on the topic that you get. Everybody need to play your own role. It's either seller or buyer. It's based on situation that you do. Okay. So if your friends did not respond during, like, for example, like you mentioned in a group, because our group, I think we have 70 something students, right? So I think everybody is there. So mention to your friends if they're not joining this from this time to this time, and then you will just continue your role play. Okay. Yes, you make your own script. That's why I pair you with your Indonesian friends or Bruneian friends, so they will help you how to make script. Maybe they ask you to do in English first, and then they do the translation.
Miss, are we just supposed to write the script and then we submit in times, or are we also supposed to do it like on orally?
Did you watch the video I share on Telegram?
So sorry, which one? Maybe I'm seeing. Oh, it's on the role play.
Yeah, the role play, the cupcake one.
No, I'm not seeing.
No. That's why I said when I post something, you need to watch, you need to see, you need to read what I posted on Telegram. So when I post, it should be something important. So role play is a video. So you need to prepare script, and then you need to tape it. Okay, you need to record yourself. It's based on your creativity. It's either you want to record like everybody on the same screen, or you want to do something like what I share with you. That one is the best so far. That one is the best during pandemic. That one, I did give, I think 19 out of 20 for that group. Okay, and that group actually nobody is come from Nusantara country, either Indonesia or Brunei or Singapore. Okay, everybody actually is international students, but they're able to come up with that kind of video. So please watch a video. If you not yet watch the video, that's very, very good video that I share with you. So you need to prepare a script, and then you need to video it. You need to record. Everybody need to play your own role, buyer or seller, based on situation on your script. Then you need to submit to me by, I think here we put 12th of February. Okay, 12th of February. So please submit before midnight, 11:59 p.m. Okay, so that one is for role play. Any question for the role play? Okay, this module actually Bahasa Melayu Komunikasi. Okay, komunikasi stand for communication. So communication, we have two-way communication. One is verbal, one is non-verbal. So you need to show your ability to communicate in Bahasa Melayu. Okay, then you also need to do some write-up, which is you will do for pamphlet. It's the same theme with the role play. If you have 5, so 5 people. If you have 4, so 4 people. So for pamphlet, I did list out 71 plays that you can choose. You can choose only one. Then you can focus on history, you can focus on activity, you can focus on transport at that kind of place that you choose. So on week 7, you need to present in class. Okay, it's gonna be on Friday. Our class is 2:30 to 4:30. Okay, don't need to read, but you need to pick up what is the important point. Okay, if you read from your pamphlet, I also can do that. Your friends also can do that. But I want you to give your point from your pamphlet. Okay. Okay. So I'm not sure what is Muruti said about the link for the okay, maybe a group link for the WhatsApp. So if you want to have your own WhatsApp group, so someone need to play a role as a leader. So you need to drive your group. It's either you want to have your WhatsApp group or Telegram group. So as a leader, if your friends did not respond to your message or did not join any group that you form, please let me know. Please write to me via Telegram or email me, mention to me that your friends, this kind of friends with this student ID did not respond to your email at all or to your chat. So please screenshot your conversation too and send it to me. Okay, that one is for pamphlet. Written test is going to be on week 5, 3 to 4 February. And I just get information which is 3 of February, the 3rd of February is going to be asynchronous and no summative tests or assignment that we should give to our students. So what is going to be on 3rd, I will postpone one more day. So I will open 4 and also on 4th and also 5th. 48 hours, still 48 hours. So you have 1 hour to complete your written test. So I will open on 4th to 5th of February. Okay, because for Chinese New Year is going to be on 1st and also 2nd of February. And on 31st of January, so we don't have any class because that date is meant to be for preparation for our friends to prepare for Chinese New Year. So 31st of January and also 3rd of February for my School of Liberal Arts and also Sciences, I think together with the faculty of what is the name of faculty? Faculty of Social Science and also Leisure Management. I think this is arrangement that we do. 31st January and also 3rd of February, we don't have any class. So I will provide you only exercise on times. Okay, no summative. So no test on 3rd, but I will postpone one more day, 4th to 5th of February. Okay, we need to complete the 1 hour test in the gap for 48 hours. Yes, correct. Okay. The link will open for 48 hours, but you only have 1 hour to do your test. Okay. So this is the setting same goes to your final, but for final, you will have only 12 hours. Okay. For final, you only have 12 hours to complete your test.
Miss?
Yes.
I remember when we did the first class and you were discussing this, I wrote down that you moved the mid-year, this is the mid-year test, right? To the 10th?
Mid-sem. I moved to 10. I don't think I moved to 10 of February because 10 of February is week 6.
Okay then.
Because week 6 is your submission of role play. Okay, week 5 should be 3 to 4. Yeah, correct. Okay. So 4 to 5th, Friday and also Saturday should be okay, right? Because I cannot do on 3rd. If I can do on 3rd, but cannot. So I will do 4 to 5th of February. For our written test, you have 1 hour. So Miss, are you sure about the dates? It looks like different from what you told us last time. Okay. I think this one is the final one I give to you. Let me check. Wait, I think I already put the updated one. Let me check again. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, sorry. For your written test, it should be 10 and 11, correct? Or 7 to 11? I don't think 7 to 11.
Yeah.
10 and 11, is it correct?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so sorry. I think I not put the update one. So week 5, so still week 5. Now we are in week 3, right? 3, 4, 5, so it's going to be 6. Okay. So your written test is going to be on 10 and also 11 of February. So your role play is going to be submit on 12th of February, correct? On Saturday, 12th of February.
Yes.
And your pamphlet is going to be on 19th of February during our, submission on times is going to be on 19, but the presentation is going to be on 18, correct?
Yes.
Because pamphlet we have presentation, so presentation is 18th of February. Okay. Thank you so much. I think I not put the latest one. So for oral test, we didn't change any timeline, right?
No, Miss. It's the last week of January.
Okay, thank you. So presentation is on 18. Yes, Taylor is also supposed to release exam schedule, but yes, but normally it's going to be on week 4 or week 5, something like that. Okay, but your exam date is going to be from 19 February. 19 February normally is 1 week. So from 19 is going to be to 26 of February. Okay, so this is going to be your exam duration. So, clear this. Any question? All okay?
Sorry, miss, may I ask, what is the presentation about?
Presentation is about your pamphlet.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay, let me share my screen for our okay. So this is our today topic, which is mata wang. Okay, about the currency. Okay, thank you Abe for the ni. Can you post on Telegram as well? Okay. Okay, the pamphlet just another written version of the video. Is it presentation live? Okay, presentation is going to be live. Okay, presentation is going to be live in class. So you basically present what you write on your pamphlet, but please do not read. Just pick up. Everybody need to speak, but please pick up important information. For example, like you mentioned, you will talk about transport, okay, transportation. So just mention what is the transportation that you get, but do not read. Mostly students will read from the slide. Okay. So no video for pamphlet. Yes, correct. Video is only for your role play. Presentation in English? No. It's going to be in Bahasa Melayu. Okay. It's going to be in Bahasa Melayu. That's why don't read, because when you read, you intend to take more time. So pick up an important power point, okay, from your template. You don't need to create another presentation slide. You just need to project your template, but you need to find what is your best point from transportation, from your history, from your food, something like that. Do not read. When you read, so it's not a good thing for presentation. Okay, so let's go for our topic today. So we're gonna talk about mata wang. Okay, mata wang. Mata wang actually is currency. So in Malaysia, the currency that we use is ringgit. Okay, we use ringgit, and we put Malaysia at the back. So to mention our country. So we use ringgit Malaysia for the currency, and for your information, mata means eyes. Okay, mata means eyes, wang means money. Okay, wang means money. So when we put together the compound word here, it means mata wang is currency. So do you still remember the number in bahasa Melayu? Yes, okay. So anyone can pronounce from 1 to 10, can count in bahasa Melayu? Anyone? Okay, Abe, why is currency called the I-money? No, the one is direct translation. This one is direct translation. Mata is I, wang is money. Okay, this is the direct translation. But this word actually a compound word. So when is a compound word, normally it will have a different meaning. So that's why the mata wang means currency in bahasa Melayu. Okay, direct translation, I-money. Okay. So anyone would like to count from 1 to 10? I tell you the basic number will be okay, thank you.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, good, thank you. Stanio, direct message to me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Stanio. Selepas 9, what it should be? Put here sebalas. Is it correct? Okay. It should be 9, 10. Okay. 9, 10. Okay. Can we have one more person to count 1 until 10? One more. Well said. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, thank you. So 1 until 10. So this is the basic number. Remember what we call this?
Kosong.
Yes, Murti also correct. Abid also correct. Faraz also correct. Okay. So this one is kosong. So same with basic number. So the spelling is very important also for money. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So do you still remember this one? What is tin category in bahasa Melayu? What is T, 100? What is 1,000, 10,000? Okay, Muruti said belas is tin, puluh is T. Okay, correct Muruti. Ratus, Abe, what is ratus and ribu? Which one is ratus, which one is ribu? Okay, ratus is 100. Okay, 100. Okay, 1000 is ribu. Okay. Ribu, okay. Lepas ribu, 10,000. Ha, 10,000 Murti. Okay, 10,000. Okay, 10,000. Then Abi said juta is a million. Okay, this one is juta. What about 100,000? How about 100,000? So 10,000, 100,000. 100,000 is 100,000. Yes, correct. So you need to remember also this category. So in Bahasa Melayu, we have belas, we have puluh, ratus, we have ribu, we have puluh or belas ribu. Again, if belas ribu, so it's going to be tin category. And then we have ratus ribu, and then we have juta. Okay, so apakah mata wang? So what is currency? So currency normally is the same with your country or another country, which is we use to exchange things. Okay, exchange the value of the things. So normally when we talk about currency, it's going to be valid. Okay. Before this, we use a system barter. Some place in Malaysia, we still use a system barter. Okay. Do you know what is system barter? Barter system. Are you familiar with the barter system? Yes, exchange. Tukar-tukar. Okay. Barter trade. Yes. Exchange like things and also things, right? So in Malaysia, we also still use it. Which is I just not currently we practice in a big city, but in the rural area, not really rural area, but my cousin in Sabah did share her experience, which is normally at Sabah, they will collect old clothes, okay, old clothes from families, and then they will exchange with the seafood. So my cousin is located at Sempurna, Sabah. So it's something like quite interesting to do nowadays. So if you see here, this is the word duit. Okay, duit is another word we call for money, okay, or wang. So wang is more to formal. Meanwhile, duit is for informal. Okay, duit is more informal. Just do it. Just do it. Okay. So normally, I just want you to know which is we use a word duit. And when you are in like someone want to rob you, and then they will say, okay, duit. Okay, they will say like that. Okay, with a knife and then show to you. Okay, duit. Okay, so you need to know which is duit actually is the informal word for wang. Okay, so wang is more formal. Okay. But again, that one is the Bahasa Melayu standard. So if you go to another state in Malaysia, that might use a different kind of slang for money. Okay, so in Malaysia, ukuran mata wang ialah ringgit Malaysia. So in Malaysia, the currency we use is ringgit Malaysia. Okay. Later, I will show you one video regarding the secret of money. Okay, so if you remember, we did go through one topic regarding introduction to Malaysia, and I did mention to you that we have only 6 paper notes. So this is the paper note that we have. So why we have two kind of paper note. So this paper note is the new version and no, the old version, and this one is the new version. The new version, if I'm not mistaken, in 2013, and this one is around 2007. So this kind of paper note is more into like polymer paper, and this one is more like velvet paper. Okay, so normally you will get the paper cut from this kind of type of money. Okay, so this one we call as RM1. Okay, RM1 means ringgit Malaysia 1, or you can call as seringgit. You can call as seringgit. Why is ser? Because ser actually is a short form for satu. If you remember. Okay. Like 10, 11, 100. So it's short form for satu. So this is RM RM1. Next, we have this kind of money. Okay. In the green color, warna hijau, green color, hijau is green. So this one is, can you say the value? Can you say the value for this money? Okay, RM5, betul. RM5 or RM5. So again, you can see we have new version and also the old version. Both actually you can still use in the market. Okay, so this money in the red color, red is merah. Okay, we did call as RM10. Yes, correct. RM10, or we can call RM10. Okay. So next, this one. Okay. So this one is RM20. Okay. This RM20, this one actually, they stopped in 1996, the production of this kind of money. Okay, this one is 1996 and they reprint RM20 in 2013. So this is new version and this one is the old version. So if you can see here, this person and also this person, this one is much more older compared to this. But this person actually the same person. Okay, do you know who is this? It's either in old RM20 or in the new RM20. Okay, Abizet Abdul Rahman, yes, correct. Okay, so this is Tuanku Abdul Rahman is the first Prime Minister. Okay, kenapa ada simbol dolar? Yes, correct. Because sebelum ni we did use this kind of symbol. Before we use this kind of symbol. Okay. Before this, we use and follow the British system. And also UK. UK and also US. We are in Malaysia, we mix both. So that's why we use this kind of symbol. But after 1996, we changed to RM. Okay, all not hasn't got mustache. Yes, it's very light, very young, and then this is quite older. But this the same person. So Tuanku Abdul Rahman, first Prime Minister, the King of Negeri Sembilan. Okay, the King of Negeri Sembilan. Okay, this kind of money is RM. Berapa ringgit? 50. Okay.
50.
Betul. Berapa ringgit means how much? Okay. Berapa ringgit means how much? You want to know the value. So RM 50, or as you remember, your friend said 50 ringgit. Okay. Why I didn't give the back picture? Because I want you to watch a video after this. Okay, because that kind of video is very good and I want to share with you. Okay, so this money, this paper note, wang kertas, berapa ringgit? RM100. Yes, correct. RM 100 or 100 ringgit. So this is only paper note that we have. So in Malaysia we have 6 types of paper note, and not forget that we have a shilling too, a coin. So this is the coin that we use nowadays. If you see or have the all kind of money such as 1 cent or 1 ringgit in the coin, so you just can keep it. Maybe you are in Malaysia as well, you might see that we have 2 ringgit in the paper note. Okay, 2 ringgit in the paper note. But now it's no longer in print, so that's why we didn't use it in the market, and it's not valued in the market as well. So this is shilling, we call as shilling. Again, we have old version and so new version. This is old version. This is new version. So we have 5 sen. Okay, and then we have 5 sen. This one is 10 sen. Old and also new. And 10 sen, this is how we pronounce a sen, and also this is how we spell. And then we have 20 sen. So the old version here, you can see that we have a parliament building here. Okay, this one is the parliament building. And this one is the new version of 20 sen, 20 sen. And also this one is the new one for 50 sen. And also we have the old one for 50 cents. Okay, so when you see the 50 cent, actually 50 cent here, the size is quite big. Okay, the size is quite big compared to this one. This one is more small compared to this. Okay, so I just want to let you know why we use ringgit. Okay, ringgit actually come from word rigi. Okay, rigi. What is rigi? Rigi is this kind of thing. Okay, this one is rigi, which is the circle is not like a perfect circle. So normally they will have this thing. Can you see this time? Because these things actually a word ringgit come. So we call as rigi. This is kind of not a perfect circle, so that's why we call as ringgit. So all in the Malay Kingdom, they use rigi, and now we use ringgit. So that is the original word from ringgit. Okay, it's come from rigi. Okay. So any question for the paper note and also for the 50 cent for the shilling? I hope that one is clear. So I will share with you this kind of video, so please watch it, and then I will ask you a few questions after that. Okay, rigi sound like the BBQ sauce flavor. Okay, that one is, oh okay. In the Nando's we call as a peri peri, right? Peri peri sauce. Okay, I will show this video. Please watch it, and I will ask you what is the image behind money, each money for the paper note. Okay, what is the image? So please watch it. I will close my video and also my mic during the video. Okay.
Banknotes are objects that pass through our hands every day, but they're so much more than just pieces of paper or plastic. In many ways, they're a country's business card, telling you all about the nation's culture and history, neatly summarised in a colourful and accessible format. Take the Malaysian ringgit as an example, self-described as distinctively Malaysian. Now, I'll be honest, Malaysia is a country I know embarrassingly little about. I've passed through its airport a couple of times, and even glimpsed the iconic Petronas Towers longingly from the plane window, but that's the extent of my relationship with the country. Well, what better guidebook than their banknotes? And the Petronas Towers are literally on one of them. So let's take a closer look at their culture, traditions, history and natural wonders, as well as the single largest banknote in the world. If you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. Let's start with just the standard notes. There are 6 denominations ranging from the 1 ringgit, worth about 18 pence, or 24 US cents, right the way up to the 100 ringgit, therefore worth about 18 pounds or $24. Each note is its own vivid colour, but other than that, the fronts are fairly similar. They featured the portrait of Abdul Rahman, the country's first supreme head of state or king, alongside Malaysia's national flower, the hibiscus. In the background of each can be seen a different patterned songket, a traditional Malay fabric, and there are some really intricate and beautiful designs here. Towards the top left of each note can be seen a see-through register security feature. What this means is half an image is printed on the front of the note, and the remaining sections on the back, so when held up to the light, the image completes. It's hard for counterfeiters to perfectly align their printing, so if the images do line up, it means the note is likely genuine. It takes the form of the denomination for each note, with the exception of the 50 ringgit, which instead features another songket pattern. Another cool security feature can be found inside the main numbers on each note, microprint. It's almost impossible to see with the naked eye, but each number is made up of hundreds of smaller numbers. Again, this is exceptionally difficult for counterfeiters to reproduce. All notes also feature a braille-like raised line to help the visually impaired distinguish between them, once again with the exception of the 50, which features 2 raised diamonds instead. Other than that, the main difference between the notes is that the 1 and 5 are polymer, whilst the others are paper. I'm not quite sure why this is, but would speculate it's due to polymer's durability and lifespan, particularly for lower value notes that are likely to be subject to more wear and tear. It's not too uncommon to find this on currencies. For instance, both Mexico and Singapore also use polymer for their lower notes, and paper for the higher ones. With this, the 2 polymer notes each feature 2 transparent windows, whilst the 4 paper see a watermark of Abdul Rahman in its place. The 10 and 20 feature this shiny security fibre, whilst it takes the form of a holographic strip on the 50, and this really cool 3D strip on the 100. The 50 also includes a tilt effect feature. The last thing I want to point out on the front is something really weird and mysterious I noticed on the 50. At the very top and bottom of this box on the left can be seen the word void. I have literally no idea why this is, and it seems very odd and contradictory to include the word void on a circulating banknote, unless it was a test or demo note or something of the sort, which I'm fairly certain it's not. If you know or have a theory as to why, it's been really bothering me, so please let me know down below. Anyway, let's now take a look at the back of the notes, where they really start to become unique. The 1 ringgit features a Wau Bulan, or moon kite, one of the country's national symbols. Kite flying is a traditional sport in Malaysia, often a celebration of a good harvest, and kites can be seen again on one of the coins and in the logo of Malaysia Airlines. The 5 ringgit features a rhinoceros hornbill, a magnificent bird depicted in a beautifully illustrated rainforest scene. It's the previous 5 ringgit design that featured the Petronas Towers. The 10 sees a Rafflesia, the world's largest flower that can grow up to 1 metre in diameter, whilst the 20 celebrates the country's oceans, with both a hawksbill and leatherback turtle, described by the country as ambassadors of the rich and colourful marine life found in their tropical waters. Interestingly, the 20 ringgit wasn't included in the previous series of notes, and so was brought back specifically for this series, much to everyone's delight. The 50 was released to mark the country's 50th anniversary, and depicts the first Prime Minister during the Declaration of Independence in 1957. The note represents Malaysia's transforming economy, and also features an oil palm tree, which nowadays might seem a controversial choice, and a molecular structure representing microbiology. And finally, the 100 ringgit features Mount Kinabalu, the tallest mountain in Southeast Asia, beside the rock formations of Gunung Api Valley, both UNESCO World Heritage Sites. All designs feature this peculiar symbol, which it took me far too long to realise is the central bank's logo, as well as Jawi script, a traditional alphabet used for the Malay language, which is otherwise falling increasingly out of use. There's microprint text around the borders of each picture, and the notes glow rather spectacularly under UV light. The 1, 5, 10 and 20 all see the main image from the note: a wow bulan, a rhinoceros hornbill, a rafflesia, and a turtle, alongside the denomination and central bank's logo. The 50 and 100 are a little different, however, seeing a glowing 50 again with the molecular structure and a mountain illuminated. The 4 paper denominations all feature these random flecks of colour, security fibres intentionally added to the paper at the pulp stage. And that's just about it for these notes, but that's not where the story ends. Remember I mentioned the largest banknote in the world? Well, in 2017, for the country's 60th anniversary, Malaysia released 2 somewhat unusual designs. First, there's a 60 ringgit, an unusual denomination which now sells online for about 15 times its face value, so unfortunately I don't have a real one to show you. Though the denomination may seem bizarre, countries do occasionally release weird and wonderful banknotes to commemorate important events, such as the 7 Fiji dollar note to celebrate the country winning gold in rugby sevens at the Olympics, or the newly released 75,000 Indonesian rupiah note, again to mark the country's 75th anniversary. But where it gets really bizarre is this: the 600 ringgit note and the single largest legal tender banknote in the world, measuring an enormous 37 by 22 centimeters. Here's a photo to put that in perspective. Now these sell for about £3,000 or £4,000, or about $4,000 or $5,000 and I tried my absolute best to get hold of a real one for this video. I thought maybe I could buy one and then sell it again afterwards to recoup what I'd spent, but I couldn't find one for sale anywhere in the world. It seems the only people who own them are hardcore banknote collectors, unwilling to part with their most prized possession, and so we'll just have to look at this picture of one instead. Nonetheless, isn't it glorious? Imagine the size your wallet would need to be to accommodate one. As far as I can tell, it's more or less identical to the 60, apart from the denomination and size obviously. The notes see the royal throne encircled by the 15 supreme heads, including Abdul Rahman from the standard notes, whilst the reverses portray the signing of the independence agreement. I really wish I had a real one to show all the cool features, its microprint or what it looks like under UV light, and if I do manage to get hold of one, I'll definitely make a follow-up video in the future. But for now, there we are, Malaysia's colourful, fascinating and beautiful banknotes that so wonderfully inform us all about this marvellous country. A massive thank you.
Okay, so what do you get? What do you get from the video? It's really worth buying or not? Okay, so actually the 60 ringgit is not like we can use the market. So it's more like your friend said, it's more like certificate because it's something for collector to collect. Okay, why does it say void? Okay, try to find out. I'm also not sure why is it it's mentioned in the money. So my first question will be, okay, this is going to be the back of paper note, yeah, back of the paper note, the image of the back of paper note. Okay, apakah image pada duit, apakah image pada wang RM1? Okay, RM1, the image. Justin said, wow, kite. Kite, okay, it's a wow. Okay, it's a kite. Okay, yes, it's correct. So what is wow? Why we call it wow? No, wait, okay. So wow actually is, if you remember, I did mention when we learned about the pronunciation, wow actually is a traditional kite that we have. Okay, so where you can find the moon kite or the wow, we call it as a layang-layang, okay, with Layang. You can find it at Kelantan and also Terengganu. Normally in the big city, we didn't play wow. Okay, so wow at Kelantan and also Terengganu during November and also December month, they will play a wow. Okay, so next question. Which money that you can find first prime minister? Which money? Okay, duit mana boleh jumpa Perdana Menteri yang pertama? Okay, Abi said 50, Pilafir said 50, Abdullah said 50, everybody said 50. Okay, yes, 50. Okay, 50. So, if you see the image of the Prime Minister raise the hand, actually that image they make it as an inspiration to make a PNB 118. The highest tower is going to be in Malaysia, the PNB 118. So actually the structure of PNB 118, they said come or inspired from the hand and also the image from Tunku Abdul Rahman, the first prime minister. Yeah, when Declaration of Independence of Malaysia. Okay. So when will it become completed? I think it's going to be this year. Okay, it's because it's very, it's almost complete. What we can see is almost complete. So I think it's going to be on this year. Okay, my next question. What is the biggest flower you can see on 10 ringgit paper note? Okay, what is the biggest flower you can see on 10 ringgit paper note? Biggest flower, Abi. Okay, so it's gonna be Rafflesia. Yes, correct, Rafflesia. So, what is Rafflesia? Rafflesia actually is a biggest flower that you can find when you go to Sabah. Okay, it's very difficult to find in the Semenanjung of Malaysia, Peninsula of Malaysia, but when you go to Sabah, you can find the flower. Okay, hibiscus is the national flower. Yep, correct. Okay, so you did pay attention. So I believe now you will know a little bit about Malaysian money and what is the secret behind it. So any question before we go for our break, 10 minutes break, and also I will release a passcode for today. Okay, for last week class on Monday, I will change by this week, today or tomorrow, for the attendance, because for some people, the attendance mentioned absent. Okay, I will change it manually in the system. Okay, any question before we go for a break? Okay, just want to confirm final exam. Final exam actually is not, the date is not come out yet, but the duration of your final exam is going to be between 19 February, within 1 week. Okay, from 19 February to 26, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be like the time frame. So please make sure you didn't do any plan yet. For example, like you going to or for a break at any island. So if you want to go somewhere, please make sure the place that you go have internet connection. Okay. So I will release the passcode for our class today. Okay, so please go to your time, sorry, not times, to your TELUS app. I will pronounce your passcode. Please take note. Okay, I will pronounce your passcode. Please take note. Okay, I will not show it. Okay, please take note your passcode. So go to your Taylor's app. Why it takes so long? Okay, then. Okay, are you ready? So go to your portal. Okay, so everybody ready? So, what happened? Student line is quite bad at Penang. Okay, so okay. More time. Okay, so your passcode is D F. Okay, sorry again. D F 7 W P. Okay, D F 7 W P. Okay, we have Chelsea, we have Buruti, Fiona, Abe, Michelle, Ken, Said, okay, Nilape, we have Sanyo, we have Nalita, white, okay. Attendance, okay?
Could you
Yeah.
repeat again?
Okay, DF 7 WWP. Okay, DF 7 WWP. Got it? Okay, if you got it and you want to help your friends, put in the chat. Okay, DF 7 WWP. Okay, D, F, 7, W, P. F. Okay, so in the chat, it's correct from Amma, from Justin. So that one is correct. So we come back in within 10 minutes for a break. So you can get your morning coffee and also some bread to eat before we start our second lesson. Okay. Okay, see you. So can we continue? So this is how we write value into a sentence. Okay. So normally we will have something like this. We will write something like this. Like here we have RM 169. Okay. So normally how we translate into a sentence is so it's going to be something like this. So you know that RM 169. This one is 169. So first what you need to know is we do have in Bahasa Melayu, this is the ringgit part. This one is the ringgit part. Okay. This one is the sen part. Okay. So we have two parts. One is ringgit, one is sen. So you need to settle write the ringgit part first, which is we have here 100 and then 69, and then you need to put ringgit at the back. Okay, you need to put ringgit at the back. But now we don't have any sen part, so we need to finish it at ringgit. So 169 ringgit. Okay. So if you have a sen at the back, so first also you need to settle the ringgit part, and then after that you settle the sen part. So how it's going to be? So this one is 2,574. So it's going to be 2,500. Okay. 74. And then don't forget to put ringgit. Okay. So that means you settle the ringgit part. And then you see here we have done for this one. Okay. For the dot that we have here, we put done. 90 sen. Okay. 90 sen. So this one is the sen part. But the done here, sometimes we don't have any done, sometimes we have done. If you want to like remove done also, no problem. You can remove it. Okay, so it's going to be RM2,574.90 because the ringgit here actually already mentioned the ringgit part and sen is mentioned the sen part. Okay, clear how to write money in a full sentence? Okay, clear. So, can you pronounce it in a sentence, in the correct sentence? We have this value. This value.
49 ringgit dan 90 sen.
Okay, correct. 49 ringgit dan 90 sen. Again, if you want to remove dan also can, no problem. Okay. How about this? Berapa ringgit? Okay, how much? Berapa ringgit?
21 ringgit 80 sen.
Okay, ini ada answer? Yeah. Okay. So this one is 21 ringgit dan 80 sen. Okay. So you can also the done here, no problem. Okay, how about this?
RM2,574.90.
Okay, correct. RM2,574 dan 90 sen or no need done. Okay, how about this one?
169 ringgit.
Okay. 169 ringgit. Okay. So this is how we write down for your midterm or for your midterm. Normally I will give this kind of amount, any amount in a digit, and then you need to write in a full sentence, something like this. For your final, normally if we give this kind of value, and you need to choose either which one is the correct one. Okay, so try, do exercise. I did include exercise in our times, so you will familiar with the question. Okay, so in the exercise also I did translate the question into a English word, so you can familiar with the a few sound as well. A few word as well. Okay, so before we go to the kata tanya, in bahasa Melayu, normally when we construct sentence, we do follow a pattern of basic sentences. Okay, so in bahasa Melayu we have 4 basic sentence pattern. Okay, basic sentence pattern, ataupun dalam bahasa Melayu kita panggil 4 pola ayat dasar. Okay, 4 pola ayat dasar dalam bahasa Melayu. We also will go through the noun, verb, adjective and also preposition. So it actually come from the word classes. Okay, so we have frasa nama, the noun phrase plus noun phrase. Okay, noun phrase plus the noun phrase. In English, normally we use NP. And then the second type is frasa nama tambah frasa kerja. Okay, so normally noun phrase plus verb phrase. And then third one we have here frasa nama tambah frasa adjective. Noun phrase plus adjective phrase. And the last one here we have frasa nama tambah frasa sendi nama, which is noun phrase plus preposition phrase. Okay, so in bahasa Melayu, this kind of sentence that we normally we do. I just want to expose to you first before we go further on how to construct sentence. So the noun, verb, adjective and also preposition in bahasa Melayu and also in English is the same. Okay, is the same. So an object normally is a noun, an action or a task normally is a verb, and then we have adjective to talk about the characteristic, about the feeling, and also we have preposition like at, from, we have the, at, and also dan, not dan, kepada, ke, so all that this is a preposition. So when you want to make a sentence, normally we will, I will advise you to make a very simple sentence from this. Okay, so this is 4 pola ayat dasar. So later on, maybe this is some phrase that I will mention. Maybe it's a only noun phrase or verb phrase or adjective phrase or preposition phrase. Okay, when we combine it together with the noun phrase here, so normally it will become a complete sentence. So this is how we make a sentence in bahasa Melayu. So it's very similar with English. So I hope you can find it's very useful for you if you want to do sentence later on. So this one is for your knowledge first, because Starting from this, we will learn a few phrases that might be you will use later on. For example, kata tanya, question word. So we have a few question word, which is berapa, siapa, kenapa, or mengapa, and then we have bila, we have bagaimana, di mana, lagi satu apa? I forgot. Apa? Okay. So berapa means how much. If you in English, it's going to be specific. How much or how many is berapa. Then we have siapa means who. Okay, siapa means who. If you want to ask someone name, so it's going to be who. Kenapa or mengapa means why. You want to ask why you cry, why you do this, why you didn't come to class. So kenapa or mengapa. Bila is when. Okay. Bila means why. When. Bagaimana means how. Okay. So this is also how, but you want to know the quantity or a price. So bagaimana is how, like how you do this or how you do that. Di mana is where, and apa means what. Okay. So this is the question word we have in Bahasa Melayu. So when it comes to a price, so normally we will use berapa harga or berapa banyak, how many, but quantity. So berapa harga is how much or berapa banyak is how many. Remember the word ringgit, also you can ask berapa ringgit or colloquial. So when you go to a cafe, so when you go to buy something, you can ask berapa ringgit. So they will mention you in the full price. So this is kata tanya that we have in Bahasa Melayu. Okay, beside that, this is a few terms that might be useful for you when you come to Malaysia. The first term that we have here is a sale. So we have a shop. Normally they will use English word or phrase. Sometimes not. Sometimes fully in Bahasa Melayu. So the first one here we have jualan murah. So jualan murah we call or we pronounce as the translation is for sale. Jualan murah. So jualan murah. Okay. Then we have harga means price. Okay, harga. All these terms you also can use when you want to do your script for your role play. Mahal means expensive. Okay, mahal is expensive. Then we have the opposite of mahal is murah, means cheap. Okay, murah means cheap. Then we have discount. So if you want to say discount in Bahasa Melayu, this is how we pronounce discount. Okay, discount. So this is how we spell. Then we have price cut is potongan harga. So harga means price, cut is potong. Okay, potong. So we want to make it as a noun, so we make it as a potongan harga. So potong, if you want to mention about the verb, so it's going to be potong. But if you want to mention more to noun, so it's going to be potongan. So price cut is potongan harga. So next we have promosi for promotion. Promosi is promotion. Then we have free. In Bahasa Melayu we call as percuma. Okay, free is percuma. Then we have a term we call as a buy one free one. In Bahasa Melayu we call as beli satu percuma satu. Beli is buy, percuma means free. So satu is beli satu, percuma satu. Then peratus is percentage. So in bahasa Melayu peratus. If you want to say like you want to ask for discount, okay? Saya mahu discount. Okay? I want discount. Mahu is one. I want discount. So you said, okay? Kami beri discount, okay, 70%. Okay, so this is seller, this is buyer. Saya mahu discount, I want discount. Kami beri discount 70%. We give discount 70%. Okay, 70%. So this is the simple word that might help you to create your script, which is you have for noun phrase. This one is verb phrase. Okay, something because you want a discount. So kami beri, so also for noun phrase and also verb phrase. So when you want to make a sentence, normally you will start with a noun. So either is a pronouns or either the first pronoun, second pronouns or third pronouns, everything can be. So this is the term that you can use for your role play when you want to build up your script. Okay, any question? So all your notes, actually you can find it on your times. So Miss, for the 70%, is it pronounced 70% or peratus or ratus? Okay. So we will pronounce as 70%. Okay. If you pronounce as 70 ratus, so it's going to be ratus is 100. Okay. So any other question or clear about your what we discussed today? So we start with your group assignments. Abe did put or did mention the summary of dates, and I really hope that Abe put okay. Abe also put in our Telegram group, so you can see when is our written test, role play, presentation, and also the submission of template. Okay. Berapa is how? No, berapa. Yes, correct. How, but you want to know the price and also quantity. Okay. How much? How many? Yep, it's like that. Okay, because if only how is going to be bagaimana, how you do it. So this is two things about the how. So you want to know the price and also quantity and also how you do. So this, we have two words for that. Okay, anything else? Then bagaimana is like how you do it. Okay, how, something like the spelling is correct. Yes, correct. Bagaimana, correct. Okay, again, for your attendance, Monday attendance, last week attendance, I will amend in the system because today I will go into the system because on Saturday and also Sunday, I'm quite busy with the family function. As you know, my grandfather-in-law passed away last week, right? So on Saturday and also Sunday, we did do a tahlil and also celebration for the 7 days of the death. Okay, so I'm so sorry. So I will do it by this week and I will amend your attendance online. Once again, I would like to remind you about your group task, which is role play and also pamphlet, you will have 5 or 4 people in one group. So if you not yet contact your group members, please contact, please make a conversation and also communicate with your friends, because that's going to be group marks. But if your group member, 1 or 2 from your group member did not play did not, how to say, did not give or did not show
Contribution.
interest, contribution, thank you so much. Okay, did not give any contribution to your tugasan, to your assignment, please let me know. Okay, please let me know, because I will not award any marks for this kind of people. Okay, so for example, that you have 5, 1 is missing, so I will give 0 to this one. Okay.
Excuse me, Miss. For the pamphlet, one is for individual or not?
So that one is grouping as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So for group, you have pamphlet and also role play.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, again, tomorrow is a public holiday in Malaysia, so no class for tomorrow. Of course, we didn't meet tomorrow, but I just want to remind you, we don't have any class on Tuesday because it's going to be public holiday for Thaipusam. So for anyone who celebrate Thaipusam, happy Thaipusam. And for anyone, everyone else, others, happy holiday. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Attendance code.
Thank you, Miss.
Terima kasih, Miss.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Terima
Miss.
kasih
Terima kasih.
tu. Sama-sama. Thank you too. Bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you. So if you miss your attendance, so this is your passcode.
Catch you.
Okay. Bye-bye. Terima kasih.